So currently the Galaxy Buds Plus are available for pretty much half the price. So is it really worth buying it in the mid 2021, considering there are a lot of good budget options as well? So I'll try and give you a mini comparison with these and if these actually worth spending a bit more. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like this video guys, let's begin. So first up, it doesn't really scream premium, it just feels normal. In fact, the magnets were not very strong, but at least they don't fall off the case that easily, which is good enough. The buds, however, look to be sturdy and durable. They do have this reflective silver sort of thing. I would have liked a more subtle look, but when there is not much light, they look to be muted and simple. Now, being a premium segment earphones, they do not have the ANC, but let me tell you a funny thing. I do have this Realme Q2 which has the ANC. This is a budget earphones and it has ANC, but when I compared them side by side, the Galaxy Buds Plus did a slightly better job in isolating the noise. It's because the seal is so good on the Galaxy Buds Plus. They do come with this ear wings as well, and it creates a really good seal that it's really hard to figure out what's happening around. But that's also partly because the ANC is not so good on the Realme Q2 as well. So as a result, I ended up using the ambient mode a lot of times than usual during my usage of about 1 week. It has the wireless charging, which makes a lot of sense for accessories like this. And if you have a Samsung phone, you can also use the reverse wireless charging. When I really feel lazy, I kind of use this, but you cannot use the phone at the same time. So I did a small charging test, charging these wirelessly for about 10 minutes. Removing the earbuds from the case, and the case was about 0%, and after 10 minutes you can see the results here. So I had to put the earbuds in the case to get the charging status, and you can see the results. It charged about 8% and the phone dropped from 77 to 75%. So you can really do the math and it really makes sense. It's all about that convenience. I love some of the features on the app. While you are on call, it automatically enables the ambient mode. You can do that and it makes a lot of sense because sometimes you end up speaking louder, so it's really good. But the best part has to be the volume controls. Using this particular option, you can enable the volume controls. You don't have to precisely touch that portion. I just tap my ears itself and it works really well. This has to be the coolest feature. So let's talk about the mics. It has triple mic setup. Here is a sample first.
Hey guys, now I'm recording this using the Galaxy Buds Plus. I'm actually walking right now and there's a bit of wind blowing on, and also there is some background noise, ambient noise. So it should give you an idea how much noise it can suppress, and also the voice quality, and let's see how this sounds.
I did the similar test with these other budget earphones and the Galaxy Buds Plus was noticeably better. In fact, I never had anyone complain about the mic quality. The mic picks up the voice really well, so it gets sufficiently loud. Now don't expect it to be great, but it's pretty good. Also, it has the gaming mode, but you have to enable this in the app and it doesn't seem to be available for other phones. I found the gaming experience fairly good without any delay. The sound imaging and spotting footsteps was also fairly good. Now moving to the sound, I went in with some expectations and I was not disappointed. Out of the box it didn't sound that great, but I did two things. First up, change the earbuds to the largest size. Now play around and do this as per your taste. Also set the equalizer to dynamic, and if you have the Dolby Atmos, why not enable the Dolby Atmos as well. But even with my MacBook it sounded just great without any Dolby Atmos. The one thing that really stood out is the treble. It reminded me of my Sennheiser wired earphones. The treble has a hint of grain and sparkle, but it's not overdone. It doesn't get piercing or harsh even at the highest volume. So comparing with these budget TWS earphones, the treble feels noticeably better on this one. It has a lot of bass which gets thumping and punchy, and the vocals also are separated really well, so you don't really feel like they are mixed up. I wouldn't say the mid-range is extraordinary as such. The instrument separation is fairly good and it is actually comparable to something like Oneplus Buds Z or the Realme Buds, etc. And in terms of the bass, the Realme Buds really match with the Galaxy Buds Plus. To put it simply, the Galaxy Buds do provide a bit more richer, dynamic sound compared to these budget TWS earphones. So you sort of do get a taste of that premium sound in the Galaxy Buds Plus. The icing on the cake is the battery life. They last you about 8 hours. Personally, I get easily about 8 hours with mostly streaming and watching videos and a bit of music. So that is just outstanding. But not everything is great about these. There are some cons. So first up, the touch controls are not very customizable. I mean, you cannot customize the double tap, single tap, triple tap. You can only customize the touch and hold. The second problem is the accidental touches. Because you cannot disable the single tap, I ended up touching them accidentally while adjusting the earbuds. Also, there is no multi-point connection or dual pairing. I mean, it can only be connected to one device at a time, you can see here, but at least you can connect to another device without having to disconnect from the first device. So that's a kind of a small relief. But like I said, there is no dual pairing. Also, when you enable the ambient noise, even when put it at the lowest setting, sometimes it gets really harsh, particularly the whirring sound of the fan noise, etc. But despite all these cons, just looking at the price, I would say it's really a good buy even in 2021 because it has a really good sound and a slightly better mic compared to what you're getting in the budget TWS segment. So I'll drop a link in the description with some good offers and best buy links. It does have the channel if you buy it from my links, and also if you found this video helpful, please like this video guys and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.